your talents are original and otherworldly. You could be optimistic, witty, independent, adventurous, and you enjoy traveling and you enjoy sports. Now, I feel for some of you that you could actually be sports coaches. For others of you, you could actually be athletes. And if you are an athlete, there's a distinct way in which you actually express yourself. You know, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of intensity. You know, you move with grace, you have a lot of power, you are a great team player also. And I feel that you could be an independent athlete. So for some of you, you could be martial artists. You know, some of you could be fencers, some of you could be tennis players, some of you could do archery, some of you could play badminton, and you want to take this thing very seriously. And Spirit is saying you can, because you have a distinct way in which you do things. You are very hyper vigilant is what I'm picking up on. So not only are you amazing at this sport, you have studied this sport, you know your craft, and your talent actually separates you from the rest. You know, when you go onto a pitch, when you go onto a court or whatever the case is, you stand out. You are very charismatic. You know, maybe you could be very jokey. Maybe you talk to people that are spectators. Maybe you are a spectator. You enjoy sports. You have so much life within you. And you carry this energy with you whenever you go to work, whenever you're around family members. And I feel that you are the type of person that loves to travel. Sometimes some of you can travel alone and independently, and people are in awe of this. You inspire others. You are very optimistic, is what I'm picking up. I feel like some of you are trying to launch some sort of project, is what I'm picking up. And I feel like this could include creating a travel vlog, a food vlog. And Spirit is saying that your ideas are different from other people's. Yes, there's a lot of food vloggers and travel vloggers, but coupled in with your personality, it makes your work stand out. So if you have been thinking about doing this travel vlog or this food vlog or even a podcast, Spirit is saying go ahead with it because your personality shines. I also feel that you have a keen eye to see who is compatible with who. Now, you could be the type of friend that has set up a lot of people on many different dates. And for some of you, you may want to actually do a dating app. You may want to create some sort of dating app. For others of you, I feel like you could work in the legal field. And Spirit is saying that you will excel in this area. Some of you could be lawyers. Some of you could be a secretary that works for a law firm. And Spirit is saying that without you being within this environment, the place will actually collapse. I also pick up that when you are in a relationship with someone, you are so creative. You come up with all these ideas to keep the romance fresh. You know, it's almost as if your partner doesn't know who they're going to meet every time they come through that front door. You know, you are very inventive. You are the type of partner that creates amazing, delicious gourmet meals that makes your partner feel as if they're in a restaurant. Okay. I also pick up that you know how to take care of yourself. And because you know how to take care of yourself, you then know how to take care of your partner. And I feel as if you have been married before, an ex-spouse is coming through to say that they made a mistake and they didn't appreciate you when they had you. And if you are in a relationship right now, then maybe your partner's not appreciating you at the moment. Maybe your partner is not seeing your worth. And Spirit is here to say that they do actually see your worth, but they are going through something within. And unfortunately, because of this, they are projecting outwardly onto you. Your partner loves you dearly, but again, there's an energy of them having to love themselves. And Spirit is urging you to continue to love yourself during the process. Some of you could be thinking about having a divorce, is what I'm picking up. And, you know, Spirit is saying some of you may feel like you'll be more happier once separated. And some of you are separated from your spouse. And you do feel much happier. You feel much freer to do what you want to do. You have come into yourself. You're falling in love with yourself. And the self-love that you are exuding is attracting a lot of admirers. But you could be very focused on your career right now, and you want to pour your energy into your work, is what I'm picking up. I also feel with this Saturn card right here, some of you could be a Capricorn, that you are a very dedicated and diligent worker. You don't take any shortcuts. Your work ethic is unmatched. Some of you could be in a position of power. Some of you could be a boss, a CEO. You could run your own business. You manage other people. And the way you manage other people is not in a very Saturnian way. You could be very flexible. So some of you may have like Uranus, like Aquarius in your chart. See, look, Aquarius right there. Aquarius was once ruled by Saturn also, but there's something very Aquarian-like about you. There's something very quirky about you. So even if you are in a position of power, you're not your average boss. You're not your average CEO. You make things lighthearted. You make things fun. But at the end of the day, you get the work done. Your employees respect you. Your employees feel satisfied to be within your company, because yes, it could be, you know, a hard day's work, but because of your energy, because of your enthusiasm, you make things fun. You make things more lighthearted. You make things more enjoyable. And Spirit is saying this is what sets you apart from the rest. You're not that old school type of boss where you think to yourself, okay, everyone has to get to work, no one talks. You don't do that. And because you bring in this fresh, vibrant, eccentric energy, it livens up the vibe, because you are actually a vibe. Yes, you can be serious when you need to be, but then you can be playful, light-hearted. But you do have this nonchalant way about you as well, because you got this way about you whereby you don't take everything seriously. You know, life is for living, life is for having fun. That's your motto, and it works. You are very traditional, and, you know, despite the fact that you have this carefree, playful way about you, you take your family values very seriously. You are the type of person that when in a commitment, your partner is provided for. And it's not just a one-sided thing. You want to be provided for also, but you are the type of person that pours into your family. Family is extremely important to you. Some of you may actually, I feel like some of you may have been married before. You may have had a divorce, or others of you, you want to get married. This is part of your plan. And Spirit is saying that you will get married in this lifetime. Some of you do not want to get married, but even if you have been divorced and you don't want to get married, you are very close to your family, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren, your children. You even treat your friends like their family. You're very loyal, very, very dedicated. You pass down experiences and lessons. You know, you're the type of person to teach the next generation as to what they should do moving forward. You learn from your mistakes as well. And you are a very structured and very reliable person to have in the family. You're the type of person that people come to whenever there's a crisis. You're very stable. Not to say that you're not panicking inside, but you're very stable and reliable. You are not the type of person to hold on to things that no longer serve you. You could be very protective of your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. You have learnt that due to going through certain experiences and allowing certain people that didn't deserve to be around you. You know, you have learnt that you're not going to make the same mistakes again. You have faced a lot of challenges, but you still pick yourself back up, and Spirit applauds you. You know, what you've been through has not been easy, but you have a lot of perseverance, and you are willing to, you know, still have that enthusiasm, still have that spark to go after your dreams and your goals. You're very inspiring, and you are the type of person that people love to invite out on a night out, because you are a vibe. You could be very close to your siblings, your cousins, your friends, and you are unforgettable.